Hello everyone, my name is General Fancy Pants, and welcome back to Edna and Harvey, Harvey's New Eyes. When we last left off, we were working on this puzzle here, and for whatever reason it didn't work for me, but I think what happened is that I just didn't put these pieces of tape or these pieces of paper on the right emblems, because there's no other way that this can work out other than how I did it the first time. So I was looking at it a little bit more, and this is this is where the tape should go. So this goes down here. This the four emblems, the locksmith emblem and the lion emblem. This one matches here because there's the bear and there's the owl right there. And then the lion and this symbol is right here.
Yes! That has to be it! I have solved the mystery! Thanks for holding the book all this time. You're blocking the way. May I?
You may.
As soon as Frank stopped drilling, Lily was finally able to draw Garrett out of his shell. Lily crouched inside the confession booth and waited. All was quiet in the chapel, except for Frank, who could barely contain his excitement.
Wow! If these bones aren't evidence of a church conspiracy, I'll eat Tom Hanks' double chin. And what's that? Hey, this just keeps going. Let me just drill through this stone slab and... That's a sword! A real Templar sword! It's incredible! Man, it sure is wedged in tightly. I hope that isn't a load-bearing strut beam.
That echoed through the entire church. Lily was tempted to look, but then she heard approaching steps.
Okay, there's the
It's so blissfully quiet. I can finally take up my listening post again.
Okay, so now we see another little gnome painting the cross for pink, it looks like. Not sure why he's doing that, but we'll just let him be. And okay, I'm not sure why another cross appeared, but that's kind of odd. Since this cross fell, maybe, I don't know, that must be a glitch. But it doesn't really matter because let's take a look at this knight sword.
Lily was always happy when something was left over, but usually it was only breadcrumbs and bones and things like that.
We'll see if we can take that. Alright, so now we have a knight sword.
I'd like to be able to say that Lily had a plan, that she was thinking about locking Garrett into the confession booth by welding a bar in front of the secret door. But Lily was just thinking about ponies.
Oh, Lily, you and your ponies. Well, that was basically a pretty blatant clue of what we're supposed to do there. If we try to open it, she'll probably not, because we want to basically keep Garrett out of our skin for a little bit, but let's try and open it anyway.
The door was firmly locked.
Okay. So what we need to do is put this board onto the bracket here to lock Garrett in.
Hey, what's going on? Is that you, Lily? Do you think that's funny? Let me out, now!
Lily felt uncomfortable about it. Locking someone into a confession booth was probably not appropriate for a well-behaved girl. On the other hand, she was doing Edna a big favor. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
So, Garrett is out of the picture. Very good. But I'm still in danger. Before I can leave the convent, you have to help me cover my tracks. The doctor can't find out that I was ever here. Could you do that for me?
Uh-huh.
Great. Let's see. First, you have to get rid of the balloon that I left in the main hall. It even has my portrait on it. The doctor would recognize me immediately. I also played with firecrackers down by the school clock. Let's just say it was part of a weather experiment. And I would have succeeded if I'd had a real DeLorean. You can't imagine how hard it is to get a lawnmower up to 80 miles per hour. And of course, you have to remove the inscription on the swing tree. It hurts me just as much as you. But I could hardly leave the doctor better evidence that I was here than that. Do you think you can handle all that?
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Lily. You're the best.
Yes, we are the best. Okay, so now we have a few more tasks to help out Edna. Firstly, getting the balloon. Oh, and now Suka is gone. And it's just Shy is left over. Let's talk to her for a minute.
Oh, hello, Lily. I was just thinking of Riot Girl. Riot Girl is totally cool because Riot Girl wears Shibuya clothes. Don't you think that's totally fascinating? Suka also thinks that Riot Girl is totally cool. And Suka likes Shibuya too. Shibuya is totally cool. Don't you think so too? Yeah, it certainly makes you think. I think way too much about things like that. My brain is getting all fuzzy. But Riot Girl is cool, right?
You and your Riot Girl. Let's give her the nice sword.
Oh, what fabulous thing do you have there? Is that for me by any chance? Uh-uh. Oh, too bad.
Okay. What about some marbles?
Oh, what fabulous. Is that for me by any chance? Uh-uh. Oh.
Okay. And I'm sure she's not interested in the Deadly Nightshade or the jar of alcohol, so we'll move on. And there's a new person in the convent, as you can see right down here. There's a clown. Let's walk down and talk to him for a minute. And there's the balloon.
It was hopeless. Edna's balloon was hanging out of reach.
Okay. Let's take a look at the clown.
Lily was delighted. She'd never seen a living clown up close before. Only the dead one that appeared at her window at night.
Alright, fair enough. Let's go talk to him.
You...
No. Another one of them. Get lost. I'm not in the mood for jokes today. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here, right? My name is Ernest. Funny Ernest. And I applied as a child therapist here. But no, Mother Superior had already found someone else. That Dr. Marcel. A nuthouse shrink. Can you believe it? I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were. That's what I get for retraining as a psychologist. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. I've been waiting for a gig for months. I should have stayed a plumber.
Probably. Alright, happiness?
What? You don't like the mood I'm in? You want me to show you a few tricks now or what? I feel terrible. Because my therapy concept flopped. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. How rotten.
Yeah, show me a trick.
What?
No.
You want to see a few tricks, don't you? I knew I shouldn't have said that. Okay. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a cute balloon animal, and you leave me in peace, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right? What's it gonna be?
How about a poodle?
A poodle. The classic.
Looks like a poodle. How about a giraffe?
Whoa.
A giraffe, then. How original. But it's only one balloon a child.
Oh. Whoa.
All right.
A giraffe, then. How original.
That still looks like a poodle.
What's wrong? It's a short-necked giraffe.
How about a pterodactyl?
Okay, a pterodactyl then. Always the same thing. But it's only one balloon a child.
Like he pops out with a cigarette. All right.
Okay.
And it looks like a poodle again.
You think they look different to this? Then show me a photo.
How about a wrench? No, how about a human DNA?
The human genome? Very funny. It hasn't even been decrypted yet.
Okay, how about a hypercube?
A hypercube? I don't do them anymore. They always make me dislocate my shoulder.
Alright, how about a wrench?
A wrench? But it's only one balloon a child. A wrench? Why not? I know all about wrenches.
Alright, now we have a wrench balloon. Let's see. Cigarettes.
You?
Why are you staring at my cigarettes like that? They're not for sensitive children like you. Got it?
Okay, tell me about Dr. Marcel.
Just don't ask me about Dr. Marcel. I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were. He's a bitter, evil man. He's known everywhere for hating children. Ever since a little girl shoved him down the stairs. Serves him right. That old twit.
Wonderful. Tell me about your plumbing days.
I used to be a plumber. Now I plumb people's souls. What's so hard to understand?
Nothing, I guess. And I think if we hit this, it'll just go back to the balloon options.
Okay. I know that look. You want another balloon, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's only one balloon a child.
Okay, yeah, we won't.
A wrench?
We need that wrench. Believe it or not. Okay, so now, if we go upstairs, if you remember from, maybe it was 2 episodes ago, something like that. When we went up here, after we had looked at those masks, we hovered over this area right here, and there's a chandelier attachment. That's a bolt right there. And we need to get that balloon off of the chandelier. And now I actually have a wrench to undo the bolt.
What Lily now did was actually void of all logic. And she could already hear uproar of the online reviewer. But she did it anyway.
Yes, they knew that was kind of a dumb thing.
The online reviewers sounded a bit hoarse today. Maybe they shouldn't smoke so much.
Yeah. Online reviewers and your smoking habits. Alright, back downstairs. Alright, there is the Edna balloon. So we can take that. Keep moving, Lily. We need to get stuff done. And now he is, the gnome's painting the chandelier red in the area around it, so...
Lily thought Edna's self-portrait was very well done. She would have given her right arm to draw like that. Unfortunately, she wasn't strong enough to get through the bone.
That's too bad. So the Edna balloon will have to be good enough.
Only 2 pieces of evidence were left to completely erase Edna's tracks.
Alright, and there are some cigarettes here.
Left his cigarettes here. He must have been in a great hurry.
Yeah. Off to psychologize other children, I guess. So now we have the balloon and we have the cigarettes. Now we need to get, let's see, what was the other 2 things? The firecrackers and the inscription on the tree. So let's go back up here because the firecrackers were here. I don't think I have anything to get the firecrackers, so let's go back down and head outside and head towards that tree with the inscription on it. Let's talk to Shawnee real quick.
Look who's coming to get her recipe back. If it isn't our little goody two-shoes Lily, you better split before I tie your shoelaces together, or worse.
I don't know what could possibly be worse than tying my shoelaces together. That's horrible. Alright, so he has my recipe to feed the cat. Which I suppose we could actually get that. But let's head to the tree first. Ah, there's Suka. Let's take a look at her.
Suka didn't seem to notice Lily. Lily didn't hold it against her. She was just worried that Suka might regret it someday.
Alright, let's talk to Suka then.
Suka didn't seem to notice Lily. Lily didn't. She
Okay.
didn't. So why should she long for Suka to fall off the swing and break all her bones? There was no reason at all to have thoughts such as these.
Nope, no reason whatsoever. But there's the Edna and Lily inscription that we need to get rid of.
Lily had to remove the inscription. After all, it was the only proof that she did actually have a friend in this world.
Let's see. The only way I can think of is to chop down the tree. Can we use the sword to chop it down?
Lily would have liked to show the tree all of her great things, but it didn't even want to hear her. Oh well, Lily was used to it.
Let's
Lily
see.
didn't have the slightest clue how she was supposed to get the inscription off the tree.
Can we use some alcohol on it?
Lily didn't have the...
No. Okay, so we're probably missing a couple things then. So let's go back. Maybe we need to feed the cat first. Maybe there's something there that we need to do. Since we can't get to the firecrackers, which are up here in the clock tower area, and we don't really have anything to take the inscription off, so the only thing Shawnee would probably be interested is maybe the sword or the cigarettes probably, so let's start with the sword.
Shawnee didn't seem to be interested. Lily had to find some other way to impress him.
Okay, so he's not interested in the sword. How about the cigarettes?
What do you have there? Cigarettes? No thanks. You can keep those. Of course I smoke. I'm a real rebel, remember? But only when I'm nervous. And since my nerves are like steel, it's just a hypothetical situation. I'm a hypothetical smoker, which is actually much tougher than a regular smoker.
Alright, so he seemed more interested in the cigarettes, but that didn't seem to convince him. Let's head to... let's see, where else can we head? Because we don't have the recipe, so going into the cafeteria isn't really worth anything. Let's go to the convent hallway and then go to the classroom, see if there's something changed there.
Sit down
Okay.
over, but she had completed the banner with the Puma motif. Too bad that Lily couldn't congratulate her on the good job she'd done anymore.
And I don't know where Birgit went off to, and I don't know why this is here, but that's a little sad. That's a little dark. But let's take the Puma banner. And let's get out of here. We don't want to be involved in that particular scene. Into the main hall then. We can give the banner to Mother Superior, and then she can finally have the appropriate banner that she was looking for.
That's what I call an outstanding motif. Effective and controlled. A symbol of complete self-control. Just like the directors of this convent. This will impress the doctor. Come along, Lily. Birgit has earned another award. Her diligence and reliability will be rewarded with a celebration.
Lily almost jumped in the air with excitement. There hadn't been a celebration in the convent for a very long time. Mother Superior had already begun the ceremony when Lily entered the classroom. It was a lovely celebration. The only odd thing was that Birgit was nowhere to be seen.
She wasn't.
I hereby award you a Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. Your embroidering skills and excellent sense of duty are a superb example to your fellow students. You, Birgit, are a textbook example of how strict and systematic guidance can result in great achievements. Ah, Lily, follow the example of your fellow student and do some cleaning. If only all children were as conscientious as Birgit.
If only.
The celebration was very short, but Lily enjoyed it anyway. This was probably the best day of her life.
Does seem to be a good day for Lily.
There it was. The Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. Birgit had certainly earned it, but why had she left it out like that?
That's what I want to know. Birgit did seem to be very
Lily thought that the Girl
type
Scouts
A
badge
personality.
was much too precious to leave lying about like that. She put it in her pocket just to be safe.
Okay, so now we have a Girl Scout badge, or a Scouts badge, I guess. How about the party cake?
Lily had never seen a cake so up close before. She could have cried out of happiness for Birgit.
Can we take it?
The cake was meant for Birgit and no one else. Lily didn't even deserve to lick the pastry shell.
Okay, so there's nothing we can do there. Now we have a Scouts badge, though. We might be able to open the chest that's in the collection room, since the old man said he needed to be a scout to handle all that stuff. But we'll check that out in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time on Edna and Harvey, Harvey's New Eyes. Until then.